Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shaelene and today we are doing the Unpopular Opinions book tag. I don't know how unpopular my opinions of books are. I guess we're going to find out with this video. I haven't read too many popular books. This has been my first year getting back into reading. So I really haven't read many big series or really big books. We'll see how controversial my opinions are. I feel like I should put a disclaimer out that obviously this is a video, these are my opinions. Please don't get offended. So let's just jump right in to the questions. 1. A popular book or series that you didn't like. For a popular series / book that I didn't like, I mean, I only read one book, but I know I'm probably not going to like the rest of the series, but honestly, I might just read it for fun to see how bad it actually gets. That would be The Selection. This book was terrible. Oh my god, I did a reading vlog on it quite a while back. It was really bad. But now that I have access to my library, I might just have to see if they have the books and just read the rest of the series for fun, just to see how terrible it actually gets. I think it's one of those books you can definitely like trash read and hate on. Then the other book that's really popular that I did not like is The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. I really did not like this book, although like I flew through it because the chapters were so short, and you know, thrillers, they get me hooked. But the story, the overall conclusion, like it baffles me that this is so popular. It really does, because you have a character who, you know, she's the basic, you know, kind of unreliable witness. She had a bad past, she's stuck in the house, she got mental health problems, she got drug abuse problems, she has alcohol problems, and, you know, she witnesses a murder, becomes an unreliable witness, people don't believe her, things happen that are just so predictable. It baffles me that people like this, because I was just kind of irritated and it didn't impress me at all. It was just meh, you know, it just why do people like you? Number 2, a popular book or series that everyone else seems to hate but you love. I only have the one book currently, but I read the other books as an ebook. The Giver Quartet by Lois Lowry. I absolutely love this series, and everybody seems to only read The Giver and then not continue, or they read The Giver and then they continue with the series and end up hating it. Like, I haven't met or seen another person online who has read all 4 of the books, I'll put them on the screen, and actually ended up loving the series. Like, I read all 4 books, I think it was the beginning of 2018 or the end of 2017. I ended up loving all of them. Like, it is so good. They're so good. I ended up really enjoying those books. There was one especially that was my favorite. I mean, just the characters and the stories I really loved. So yeah, this is definitely one that I adore, love. Although I would say that the first book, The Giver, isn't my favorite. There's 2 books in the series that I really love. I can't remember even the names of them. You know, I'll put the 2 on the screen that I love the most out of that series. Number 3, a love triangle where the main character ended up with the person you did not want them to end up with, or an OTP that you don't like. I don't read much romance at all. You guys know I hate it if you've been watching my videos for a while. My answer for this is just one true pairing that I don't like, and that is Stevie and David in the Truly Devious series. This series didn't need a romance. It has cheapened the series. It has made me really nervous for the 3rd book. I hope somebody kills David. It's a terrible thing to say. I mean, he's a book character, he's fictional, he's not real, but like, god darn it, why is there a romance? Stevie is such an amazing character. She would have been so much better singularly instead of just, you know, with the piece of trash that is David. First book was so good, and then I read this book and oh, the romance. So yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna feel when the third book comes out in January. Number 4, a popular book genre that you hardly ever reach for, romance. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. I will not willingly read a romance book. It's not because I'm a spinster, it's not because I don't like love or seeing people together and happy. It's just romance, reading romance makes me cringe. And it's always done so weirdly in books. It's like never done right. I don't know how to explain it. Romance in books just leaves me cringy and just like wanting to barf. Like, it's just so uncomfortable for me to read, and I avoid books that have romance in it. If there's a book I see that's like, you know, just a normal book, and if there's a romance in it, I try to avoid it, but like almost every book there's like a love plot, and it's so hard, so hard to get away from that in every book that I read. So I know it's inevitable, it's going to be a lot of books that I read, but yeah, I think it just ruins a lot of books for me. A popular book or beloved character that you do not like. Hercule Poirot. He's just a pompous a-hole, I'm gonna say it. See, I have seen the Hercule Poirot TV show before. I really like his character in the TV show. I have this movie, I really like his character in the movie, but on paper, he's an a-hole, and he takes conclusions out of thin air, and he's always right, and blah blah blah. Like, oh my god. He is annoying on paper. I really don't like him. Really don't like his character. I don't even know if I'm going to continue with the Hercule Poirot series now that I've read Murder on the Orient Express, you know, a few months back, and like really did not like it. So number 6 is a popular author that you can't seem to get into. Everybody was going through this crazy John Green phase a few years ago where everybody was loving their books. He was such a quirky author and blah blah blah. And I read 2 John Green books and I said, you know, that's enough. I read The Fault in Our Stars because of the illness setting. I have an illness myself, so that's why I read it. I didn't really like it. And then I read Paper Towns, also didn't like it. So yeah, his books are very meh for me. Everybody says that his other books are great, like Looking for Alaska or Turtles All the Way Down. Going to read all of his books one day eventually, but I'm really skeptical that I'll actually like any of his books and give any of them 5 stars. A popular book trope that you were tired of seeing. What really gets me going, the trend of tropes and thrillers. It's always like the female main character has this, you know, kind of trifecta of problems. She has mental health issues, she has drug abuse problems, she is addicted, you know, she abuses alcohol, and then she witnesses something and becomes an unreliable witness, and then ends up in a coma, or she doesn't remember what happens, or there's some tragic accident and some family secrets, and like just that as a whole, which is in a lot of thrillers, I really hate. And it annoys me, and it has me thinking that thrillers aren't my favorite genre. But it's mostly with the psychological thrillers, and I am beginning to think psychological thrillers aren't for me. I really hate that trope. Like, I hate it. And it's in so many popular books too. Number 8, a popular series that you have no interest in reading. 100% Harry Potter. I will probably never read Harry Potter. I have no interest in reading it. And basically any other series that has magic in it. I'm not a fantasy person. honestly, other than romance, fantasy is probably my least reached for genre, because it's not something that interests me. I don't know what it is, I just don't like magic. It's just kind of, I know a lot of people are like shocked because fantasy and magic is like such a huge genre on BookTube and just in the book world in general, and yeah. And then for the TV show adaptation, I would 100% say The Handmaid's Tale. TV show is 100 times better than the book, okay? I read The Handmaid's Tale last year. I didn't really like the writing of it. I am rereading it this month, so maybe my opinions on it will change. But yeah, TV show is amazing. I have yet to watch the 3rd season. I gotta get on that. But yeah, this, I mean, out of all the... I don't read books really before watching the movie or the TV show or whatever. I really just don't care unless it's a book I really want to read, and then I'll watch the movie or TV show or whatever. I just really don't care most of the time, so yeah. That's all for this video. Hopefully you guys don't hate me. They're just opinions. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, you can go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. You can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Goodreads, and Twitter. I'll leave my links below, so you can go ahead and follow me there. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!